The root of all desires and fears is the same, the longing for happiness. Maharaj, the happiness you can think of and long for is mere physical or mental satisfaction. Such sensory or mental pleasure is not the real, the absolute happiness. Questioner, even sensory and mental pleasures and the general sense of well being which arises with physical and mental health must have their roots in reality. Maharaj, they have their roots in imagination. A man who is given a stone and assured that it is a priceless diamond will be mightily pleased until he realizes his mistake. In the same way, pleasures lose their tang and pains their barb when the self is known. Both are seen as they are conditioned responses, mere reactions, plain attraction and repulsions, based on memories or preconceptions. Usually, pleasure and pain are experienced when expected. It is all a matter of acquired habits and convictions. Questioner, well, pleasure may be imaginary, but pain is real. Maharaj, pain and pleasure go always together. Freedom from one means freedom from both. If you do not care for pleasure, you will not be afraid of pain. But there is happiness, which is neither, which is completely beyond. The happiness you know is describable and measurable. It is objective, so to say, but the objective cannot be your own. It would be a grievous mistake to identify yourself with something external. Thus, churning up of levels leads nowhere. Reality is beyond the subjective and objective, beyond all levels, beyond every distinction. Most definitely, it is not their origin, source, or root. These come from ignorance of reality, not from reality itself, which is indescribable, beyond being and not being. Questioner, many teachers have I followed and studied many doctrines, yet none gave me what I wanted. Maharaj, the desire to find the self will be surely fulfilled, provided you want nothing else. But you must be honest with yourself and really want nothing else. If in the meantime you want many other things and are engaged in their pursuit, your main purpose may be delayed until you grow wiser and cease being torn between contradictory urges. Go within, without serving, without ever looking outward. Questioner, but my desires and fears are still there. Maharaj, where are they but in your memory? Realize that their root is an expectation born of memory, and they will cease to obsess you. Questioner, I have understood very well that social service is an endless task because improvement and decay, progress and regress go side by side. We can see it on all sides and on every level. What remains? Maharaj, whatever work you have undertaken, complete it. Do not take up new tasks unless it is called for by a concrete situation of suffering and relief from suffering. Find yourself first, and endless blessings will follow. Nothing profits the first. Nothing profits the world as much as the abandoning of profits. A man who no longer thinks in terms of loss and gain is the truly non-violent man, for he is beyond all conflict.